Hello students, in this video we are going to study about the characteristics of kingdom Monera and the groups that are included in the kingdom Monera. The kingdom Monera consists of bacteria. That means these are the only members, or we can say the sole members of kingdom Monera are bacteria. Bacteria are present moreover everywhere, and they have a varied habitat, that is from the normal conditions to the extreme habitats such as hot springs, deserts, snow, deep oceans, and they even live as parasites. Now, according to their shape, bacteria are divided into 4 types. One is spherical. The spherical shaped bacteria are known as coccus, for example Staphylococcus and Streptococcus. On the other hand, rod shaped bacteria are called as bacillus, for example Lactobacillus. There are comma shaped bacteria that are called Vibrium, for example Vibrio cholerae. Spiral bacterium are called as Spirillum, for example Spirochetes. Now, the nutrition of bacteria are either phototrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic means they can make their own food by their own using photosynthesis and using chemosynthesis as a mode of autotrophic nutrition. And heterotrophic, where the organism depends on other substances for their mode of nutrition. Now, depending on these characteristics of bacteria are divided into 2 parts, or you can say the 2 groups. One is Archaebacteria and another is Eubacteria. Archaebacteria are also called as ancient bacteria. Archae means ancient, and Eubacteria are the true bacteria. They are called as true bacteria. Archaebacteria are extremely found on harsh habitats or extreme conditions. For example, the bacteria that are present on extreme salt areas are called as halophiles. Those bacteria that are present around the hot springs or in the hot springs are called as thermoacidophiles. Bacteria that are present in the marshy areas are called as methanogens. The cell wall structure of Archaebacteria is different from that of the Eubacteria. The cell wall consists of polysaccharide pseudomurine in spite of murine or the peptidoglycan layer in the cell wall. Methanogens are present in the gut of ruminant animals like that of cows, buffaloes, and these methanogens are responsible for the production of biogas from dung. Now coming to Eubacteria. Eubacteria are also called as true bacteria. In true bacteria, the cell wall consists of peptidoglycan. It is also called as murine, which is made up of polysaccharide, the chain of polysaccharides that are linked with peptides containing D amino acids, and it is rigid in nature. There are certain bacteria who are motile and they move with the help of flagella. True bacteria mainly includes blue-green algae, or we can say cyanobacteria. Since cyanobacteria consist chlorophyll A as a pigment in them, so they are photosynthetic in nature, and they are also called as photosynthetic autotrophs because they can make their own food with the help of process called photosynthesis. They blue-green algae or cyanobacteria have varied structures. For example, they are unicellular in nature, they are colonial, they are filamentous, they are marine, and even they are terrestrial in nature. Now coming to the structure. This is a blue-green algae where each cell is surrounded by a gelatinous sheath, and there is a presence of one specialized cell called heterocyst, which is responsible for nitrogen fixation. For example, blue-green algae, the examples of blue-green algae are Nostoc, Anabaena. They consist of the cells, the colonial cells, where the specialized structure called heterocyst is present, and each cell consists of gelatinous sheath. There are these algae result in the formation of blooms in the polluted water bodies. That is why these algal blooms, these are called as algal blooms, as they reproduce vibrantly in a very short period of time and forms blooms in the polluted water bodies. Apart from photosynthetic autotrophic, the other autotrophic bacteria is chemosynthetic autotrophs. These bacteria oxidizes various inorganic substances such as nitrates, nitrites and ammonia for the preparation of food. They also used released energy for the production of ATP. The chemosynthetic autotrophs play a great role in recycling nutrients like that of nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and sulfur. The examples of chemosynthetic autotrophs are methanobacteria, who uses methane to oxidize or to take the food or take methane for the production of food. Then Helicobacter pylori is also an example of chemosynthetic autotrophs. Now coming to heterotrophic bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria are the bacteria who depend on other for their mode of nutrition. They are abundant in nature and majorly they are acting as a decomposers. For example, Pseudomonas, Bacillus subtilis. They are used in making curd from milk, for example, Lactobacillus. They can be used for the production of antibiotics. They also can fix nitrogen in the roots of leguminous plants, for example, Rhizobium bacteria. And few bacteria also act as pathogens. Now the reproduction in bacteria. Reproduction in bacteria is carried out by fission, by spore formation. When there is a favorable condition, the bacteria divides into two daughter cells, and each daughter cell then lead to the formation of a new individual. When there is unfavorable condition, they form a spore by forming a cyst around the spores. Once the favorable condition arrives, this cyst dissolves and this spore is again going to germinate to form a new individual. Another is recombination. In this case, the bacteria reproduce by sexual reproduction by the DNA transfer from one bacterium to the another is known as recombination. Next type of bacteria is mycoplasmas, who give the fried egg-like appearance, and these are the smallest living cells, which are also known as, one example of mycoplasma or mycoplasmas are also called as PPLOs, pleuropneumonia-like organisms. These organisms lack cell wall and they can survive even in the absence of oxygen. That's all with the characteristics of kingdom Monera. In the next video we are going to study about kingdom fungi and its classes. Thank you.